Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, it is afternoon, and we're back because we're all in town and we're like less sick and dying, and I'm not in the middle of a nap. And yeah, so we are back. This is I'm Morgan, lazy Sunday afternoon, quote unquote, productivity stream where sometimes we're productive and sometimes we're not, but we always have snacks. Unless we ate way too many snacks just before the stream. Sako, you're on mute?
I just ate all my snacks.
Oh no, you're out of snacks? What was your snack?
Peanuts.
I have a thing of craisins that I've been snacking out of, and I had a little mini bag of Cheez-Its. So
that sounds legit. That sounds like a proper snack.
Exactly. And yeah, so I'm trying to do a little less carbs. So, and
that makes sense.
Maybe fewer truffles.
Maybe fewer truffles.
It's hard.
Maybe fewer Cheetos.
So I got the Dove dark chocolates, which I like, but I don't.
I like them too.
But I find them like a little more intense, and I'm less likely to eat like 12 of them in a row, like I am the truffles.
Yeah.
So, okay, Dwan's with me. He can agree on craisins and Cheez-Its, even if I had to find a home for the soft, chewy cookies I accidentally picked up because they tasted like they weren't done yet, and sadness. I did a cookie exchange with my sister. It was the Chips Ahoy, but it was the soft ones, and I'm not even a cookie dough girl, so it just didn't work for me. But my sister, she'd been to the store, and there was a buy one get one on the regular non-soft cookies, so she had an extra box of cookies. So when I brought over cookies, we did a cookie exchange.
Oh, good.
Sent me home with cookies I would eat. So
did a cookie exchange.
I like soft food cookies.
I know, so does Dwan. So yeah. We had that discussion. So who's here with me? Say hi to the nice people.
Hi, nice people.
Hi to the nice people.
So I might be productive today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think I want to at least get emails out for like my May and July beta reader workshops that I gave to be like, hey, these are emails. Let's, hook you up with beta readers. And I finally got an email from Capclave, which is in September, and they're trying to finalize or get their programming together. So
yeah, I got
that.
I should probably book a hotel room. Fun fact, Silver Spring, Maryland, which is a small DC suburb, has not one, but 2 Hiltons. Ask me how I know.
Because you booked the wrong one last year?
I did. On the same day, I accidentally had to call Poison Control.
Wasn't Capclave also in Rockville instead?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Rockville. But Rockville is basically Silver Spring. They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
They use the same metro stop. So yeah,
as long as you're not driving between them during rush hour, maybe.
that was the infamous time in which I attempted to use nail polish remover as mouthwash, and it went poorly. I knew there were mistakes were made while the liquid was still pouring towards me. As soon as I got a whiff the scent, I'm like, abort. So nothing was swallowed, and
thank goodness.
I washed.
You're like, this is pure acetone.
Yeah. There was no question. Regrets happened before contact was made, but it was too late to jerk it away. But Poison Control said that a woman of my age and size should not worry about a half a drop that may have been absorbed by my tongue before I could rinse it free. So Poison Control says I'll be fine. But yeah, I had it right next to the mouthwash, and mistakes were made because I was trying to get my nails nice before I went to the convention. And anyway, it was a problem. Yeah. It was not my finest day. It was not my finest day. On hotel, Poison Control call. It just, yeah. But I made it, and it was a decent con, and all the mistakes were my own.
You made it easy for the rest of the weekend to go up from there.
Exactly. You start off rock bottom and just go up. So let me pop into the comments. Duan
Nice.
says there's nothing sad about soft cookies. Yeah, sure. I'll give you mine. Hi, Nicole. Nicole is here and is listening in. Oh, while she scrubs toilets like a functional adult. Nice, nice. My roommate was cleaning the bathroom when I walked in today. So her bathroom, not mine. I mean, I wouldn't make somebody clean my bathroom. That's
But if they volunteer,
right. So Debbie is here. Hello and welcome. And Mama Maggie made it. Hello, Maggie.
Hey, Maggie.
With yikes for my nail polish incident.
Yeah.
So what are people working on today?
I'm working on Substack, and I'm doing a witchy working pretty much all night. And Wordsmith Sarah is here. Yay!
So I am going to be starting a new short story.
Ooh.
Because we're going to be doing a Forgotten Lore Volume 3.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be all about monsters.
That's with E-Spec Books?
Yep, that's with E-Spec Books.
I think I saw the announcement come out on my email this week.
Okay, I don't think that...
maybe not.
I don't think the Kickstarter has started yet, but I'm pretty sure that the deadline is August 31st, so I kind of need to get started.
Just a little.
Yeah.
One of these days.
I was in good shape right up until I got COVID. So
yeah.
So Nicole Ford Thomas is putting together a bog hag witch anthology, and I am here for it. Like, I will write something. I started a flash about fire, where I'm doing a witchy thing with intention setting and stuff, and I was like, this could work. I could make this work.
Nice.
And yes. So I will also be working on that after I finish my Substack.
Cool. I don't know why. I just seem to have a block on anytime someone's like, ooh, there's a themed thing coming up. I can never think of a story for it. But like short stories aren't what I'm decent at, although I'm working on it. So who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that kind of thing. I've been lucky that I've managed to get concepts that have snapped
for you
together.
Nice.
That I just have to try to pull enough of it together and try to keep the length down.
Sure. So
it's just funny because I'm the opposite. I'm like, I'm an underwriter, so I gotta fluff it out.
Yeah. My last couple stories have been underwritten, which puts me in a weird place because I'm not used to that. And I think some of it is just trying to adhere too closely to an outline instead of letting the story grow organically. So it just doesn't flow. So it's something I'm working on, struggling with. Popping into the comments, Nicole is super excited and just finished her own contribution today for the Bog Hag.
Yay!
Does anyone want to explain for a very confused one what a Bog Hag is?
It is a witch that lives in a swamp.
Yeah.
You know, like Hansel and Gretel's witch and Baba Yaga, and
doesn't actually have to be old. Just
doesn't have to be old.
Just not being seen by people. People will think that she's old and ugly. But
Nicole Ford Thomas says if anyone's interested, just shoot her an email for details with the full name at Gmail. So I'm going to leave that up for a second in case people need to copy that down. So and Sarah is here and working on finishing up a video, and Duan has all kinds of time, so he's working on a script.
Mama Ward.
And Mama Ward says, the Bog Hag Book of Boggy Hagginess.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. So yeah,
Boggy
it sounds...
Hagginess for fun and profit.
So it sounds like there's a lot of stuff for everybody to work on. Oh, Nicole's like,
and that's now the title.
Working title at least as well. So that would be, we would call it the BHBBH for short.
BHBBH, yeah.
And Sarah says, don't forget to slam that like button. So thank you. Okay. I have a timer somewhere. Let me figure out where I put it.
And lo, there was a timer.
Right. So yeah, I just don't understand people who like really aggressive timers. Because
like the ones like, oh, blank.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Nicole says we pronounce BHBBH as bubba.
Bubba.
I love it. So.
Yep.
Okay.
That's Nikki. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, yeah. So, okay.
Big timer. It's a small timer.
We're all small timers here. Okay. So it's 2024. Morgan continues to be easily amused. So we're doing 24-minute sprints. So let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Chakalaka laka. we're back. How was your sprint?
Not a lot of words written, but at least the post is outlined.
Yay.
Something. Well, I got groceries in and put away, and I've got my snacks on deck, and I managed to write 152 words in the short story. So
nice. Snaps. That's awesome. I managed to find both the spread sign-up sheets, both from Balticon back in May and from Imaginarium in July, and I composed the first message and sent out that information, and I started on the second one, and I'm currently attempting to decipher handwriting, and you may have noticed that the infamous tale as old as time of battle of dinosaur versus cat waged on for part of that.
Very tempted to comment about that.
I mean, Catticus is very needy today, so yeah. Let me pop in the comments here. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Debbie was going to try to write, but has been feeling drained after driving home from St. Paul. Legit. To which I was like, I'm not going to judge. I've spent most of this year reading gay romances during our stream and doing nothing productive. So, like, it's called the Lazy Sunday Afternoon live stream for a reason.
Yeah.
So, Sako suggested for Nicole's anthology to have an introduction to explain what a bog hag is.
Because Dwan is not the only one who has come to us wondering what the heck a bog hag is.
Now, see, I have a friend on Facebook who regularly posts about A, being a bog hag, and B, talking as a bog hag to men who hit her up on dating services or slide into her DMs talking about how she wants to fatten up children and eat them. And, you know, she wakes up and if her face doesn't break a mirror, something's wrong. You know, the standard things bog hags worry about. And we're to get the really good, you know, slime and, you know.
And we're not friends?
I will figure out exactly who it is. I think I remember who does these. But yeah.
Okay.
So it's a friend of a friend who I've met at casual things. So it's, you know,
a little distant, but like
sure,
if you stumble on it again, like tag me in the comments or something.
Yes.
It's just the huge size of the bog hag / goblin core community. So
exactly. So yeah. Dwan says happy Hitchhiker birthday week. Hitchhiker birthday. Oh, for me, yes. On the 31st, my sister and I are turning 42, which is for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. 42 in the story is the answer. What is the question?
It's the question of life, the universe, and everything.
Exactly. So, they asked a very intelligent machine what the answer to life, the universe, and everything was, and it spat out 42 after a long time of deliberation. So read more to find out more. It's by Douglas Adams, who is hilarious. Let's see. Nicole says, should I just put pictures of myself first thing in the morning in the bog hag anthology? That just about covers it, right? In my video announcing this, I simply put the Merriam-Webster definitions of both bog and hag, just when I was excited to be done with this portion. With the part of this that would hurt my brain.
Yeah.
So Blinkerbell is here. Hello.
Hello.
Dwan's like, oh, maybe I should have watched that. And Nicole's like, no, bestie. You'll probably understand it better if I don't try to explain it. There's this witchy lady who lives in swamps / bogs and does mean things to people like stealing their skin and pulling pranks and giving their phone numbers to religious people. And She usually looks all kinds of messed up with twigs and sticks in her hair and probably moss. She most definitely smells like something died out behind a dumpster, though.
Hey, I work very hard on my scent.
I know. Let's see. Debbie got 92 words in and then got distracted. Blinkerbell hopped on post-nap and is working on some website adjustments.
Nice.
Sarah got the final tweaks before exporting, maybe 10 minutes of work left. And then it's all the time stuff like exporting and uploading. So Blinkerbell is waiting to hear from Ingram Spark, uploaded some files, and their new review started a week ago and already knows they have to fix one file. So once this review is done, there's another. Wish they'd hurry up. I hear that. So Mama Maggie says, sludge and sparkles, speed dating bog hags and trolls and orcs and such, and a sparkly vampire shows up because he wants a date who hasn't read those horrid books. And Maggie is already world building. Nikki can't wait. Oh, that sounds hilarious. Let me see. Did I skip any comments? Nope. I think I got them all. So. Productive sprint. Did not realize it would take me 20 minutes to write an email, but Catticus helped. So.
And that's why it took 20 minutes.
Yeah. Although this one might take longer because I've got to interpret people's handwriting, and some people are better handwriting than others.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, most of these people's emails and their names overlap. So if like the email is less clear, I can kind of get some of the letters from the name.
Yeah.
So you can make an educated guess at least.
Fingers crossed. And I'm sending them out BCC. So I'm sending it to the group and I'm like, hey, if you don't have time right now, or the person who reached out is not someone you actually want to share your email or contact info with, I'll just make the excuses for you. So I'm not sharing contact information directly with people.
Right.
So, because that doesn't seem great to me. Last year, I think I paired people up and just sent intro emails for each pair. But this year, I just listed everybody and what they read and what they write and said, reach out to me with who sounds like a good match to you. And I will do the consent gathering and making sure they're still available time-wise. So there's always that polite out. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be awkward. So, because yeah, if they wanted to exchange contact information, they could have done it directly at the convention. So, I want to be a little bit of a buffer and not just be like, if you signed up, I'm going to share your information with everybody else who signed up. Because that's not my favorite. So,
yeah, it's not my favorite either.
Popping back to the comments, Maggie says, Awoni just wanted to blow off some swamp gas and maybe find a tasty Oric snack, but instead she's paired with a sparkly vampire who saves her when the illegal dating session is raided. Wait, why is it illegal to date vampires or bog witches?
Or orcs, or...
I don't know.
Maybe because she ate the orc and that's illegal. That's manslaughter.
Maybe we'll have to try to find out.
Gonna have to read.
What? Ugly magical creatures are not allowed to marry?
That maybe they're not allowed to breed.
I mean,
tell that
that's not cool. That's not cool.
I got bit on my finger.
Oh no! By a bug, right? Not a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
By a bug.
That's frustrating.
Right on the top of my middle knuckle.
Bah. And also humbug. Dwan says, I'm not allowed to marry. Dwan, you are not ugly. And also, aren't you married?
Yes.
That's why he's concerned.
So, hey, guess what? Nicole just subscribed. Thank you. Oh, goodness. So, Malik just wants the kind of love his grandparents had, but a generation ago, a series of books by the
by a jilted
witch curse the vampire species with beauty and sparkles, making the most feared supernatural species after demons, laughing stocks.
That's a hell of a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Sparkles. I mean, everybody knows what happens when you let glitter in your house, but surely it should wear off after a generation or two.
Well,
I was a
Groupies of the craft world.
How long is the generation for vampires?
75 years?
Yeah.
A hot minute. It depends. Are we talking about true undead, or are they just, more like get their sustenance elsewhere and things and stuff?
Yeah.
Things and stuff.
So, I mean,
thank you for coming to Things and Stuff. How can we help you? No.
I don't think I can list the number of different types of vampires I've run into in books.
This is true.
I mean, they're variants on a theme. And I might be starting to work on my own. So the last time I tried to do a urban fantasy, A, it's not done yet, and B, the world got wiggly, and I wasn't sure where exactly I wanted the story to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I was writing a short for a prompt somebody gave me, and I was like, you know what? Traditionally, we always hear about vampires or, Dracula, and he had, the pack of wolves that worked for him.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it we always have vampires versus werewolves? No. I think what it should be is, a vampire hooks up with a pack and is like their protector and has like the land, and what exactly is the dynamic? But there's definitely some sort of symbiotic relationship between a vampire and his wolves. And so I was trying to explore that. I just haven't quite decided exactly how the connection works, but I mean, and traditionally wolf packs are basically a mama and her kids until the boys get old enough to wander off. Like, so why are these alpha men always in charge? No, that's not how wolf packs actually work. Yep. So I'm trying to take back wolves and vampire wolf, family packs.
Yeah.
I'm just still doing some brainstorming on the world building there. So,
cool.
Oh no, until humans stop reading the books, all of the new and the young vampires will remain cursed.
And be sparkly.
Now, I would think that would mean that the old money vampires would start buying up publishing companies in order to try to stomp out this book. But they might be in a bit of a quandary, because if it's still selling well, you got.
Well, apparently it's doing quite fine, because Blinkerbell's friend writes the fanfic of that series, which shall not be named.
Right, yep. Right. So think of all the fanfics, says Maggie and Blinkerbell. Yeah. So, the
Twilight community is huge.
So, I feel like they need to do a tangent, maybe. I don't know. So there's also the type of packs where a group of young wolves will join forces. Yeah. It's at least they're less than dolphin packs of juvenile men, because they are rapist assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, let's see. Maggie says, and pretty vampires get more victims because humans are stupid prey. I mean, I think it's just the PR saying, like, pretty vampires are going to seduce you and keep you as a pet, and that appeals to a certain demographic.
I was going to say, there's some communities where pretty sparkly vampires would kind of have free reign, but
sure, Yeah. Endwan's like, I just figured the vampire/wolves thing was a Hatfield versus McCoy thing. And I'm like, yeah. That's what I keep running into. But traditionally it wasn't. So when did they have the falling out? I don't even know.
World of Darkness.
Yeah. It's
probably in the 90s. Probably World of Darkness. Because the motivations of the werewolves were to get rid of the worm, and vampires are kind of the worm incarnate. So that was the whole.
Yeah.
But if you look back in the more traditional storylines, the wolves were always dominated by the vampire's will.
Usually,
but they hung out with them. So clearly there was either they were completely negating their will, or there was some sort of symbiotic relationship that helped the pack thrive. Maybe they're just protecting them against other vampires. I don't know. Maybe the longevity of the vampires means they tend to have a lot of land, and they could use, some people, guarding it, soldiers, and vampires like to live alone or don't like to share their territory with other vampires, but do okay with werewolves. I don't know. So, Ted Bundy also agrees that humans are stupid prey. Dogs aren't that smart sometimes. I don't know. There's a spectrum of dog intelligence.
There's a spectrum.
Yeah. From Labrador Retriever to
Maggie thinks the falling out between werewolves and vampires happened in the Middle Ages because in Europe, along with the witch hunts, there were the werewolf trials. So the struggle is real, but I feel like they should be reunited. So
reunited.
So who wants to do another sprint?
Sounds good to me. So I can do some writing.
Let's go ahead and do it in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Chakalaka. And we're back. How was your stream? Sprint. We're still in the middle of our stream. Sprint, that thing.
Pretty good. I finished one section. I'm writing the next section. I'm recollecting the yeet chair and talking about how I remedied it, what the problem actually was, and how I remedied it.
Let's see. Oh, come on. How far did I get? I got about another 230 words. Yeah, something like that.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So
sweet.
Still kind of gearing up slowly, but gaining speed.
Nice. I finished the email to the Imaginarium people and found out I typoed on one of them, and the other one I continued to fail to be able to interpret their handwriting. So I'm going to try again on those 2 email addresses and see what I can do.
Okay.
And I started to go through the session listings for Capclave and sign up for things. So
I need to do that. Should probably do that in the next sprint.
Right. So yeah. That was my entire thing. Oh, and I went outside to get some packages that had been delivered from Amazon, and found that. So I have a dual plug that has 2 spots for 2 different USBs. Plug in, like the old school ones, not like the C's.
Yeah.
And one of them is slow charge and low ampage, and a higher ampage. And at this point, nothing I own, not even my Kindle, which is like, I don't know, 5-10 years old at this point, can charge from the low ampage one.
Oh,
yeah.
So I got a higher ampage one that's supposed to be fast charge in both outlets, and accidentally somehow ordered a 4-pack. So I have a 4-pack, and they only take up the slot that they're in. They don't over.
Oh, good. Okay.
They don't spread out and block other outlets. So I'm very happy.
More than you bargained for, but they're very useful. So
exactly. So I was very, very excited. Oh, Nicole said the yeet chair of doom.
Yes.
Are we having chair issues?
My chair fell apart while I was in it.
And you're still using it? You didn't switch to like a
No, that chair got tossed. Okay. The chair I am using was from the basement studio.
Sure.
Which means I'm never using that desk again, which sucks because I miss that desk. But like, if I ever get back down there, I don't know, maybe
get a new chair.
I would love to get a new chair, but he balked at $100. So
you can't get a chair for less than that.
No, I need a chair.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I used to use a dining chair at my computer desk, and
I could not.
And then I started working from home. It was fine for 1 to 3 hours. More than that,
1 to 3 hours. Yeah. Not great for more than that.
Nope.
There's the reason why I work on my couch. It's a comfortable chair, and it's not going to fall apart on me.
Yeah. So I started the pandemic on my couch, and I learned that if I sit, especially at the recliner, my knee hyperextends if I leave it out for more than 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because my knees hyperextend because I'm made out of my ligaments. So let me pop into the comments real quick. Let's see. Sarah is suffering through the upload process because it's so long and annoying.
And I agree.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Eva is enjoying the show. Eva is Eva Blinkerbell?
Yeah.
Yeah, is enjoying the same show over on Twitch where I am affiliate and I earn I have earned 0 pennies, but I could earn pennies from ads and subs.
Eva is advertising your Twitch channel.
Right.
Try to get you the moolah.
Right. So Sarah worked on her upload and wrote about 100 words.
Nice.
Blinkerbell watched videos, and Nikki acknowledged that I am in fact Gumby.
Mm-hmm.
It is known. It is
Goodbye,
known.
Geek Chair.
Although my chiropractor graduated me to every other week.
Hey, all right, progress.
Right? Now I need to like do my exercises and like use the neck roll thing that's supposed to fix the curvature, because it was going this way and it's supposed to go that way, and we've got to at least neutral.
Yay, neutral.
Right? Because if it curves the wrong way, it pinches the wrong way, and you end up with bone spurs. And do you know what I don't want in my neck? The bone spurs that already exist. Do not want them to get bigger.
Yeah,
I can.
I might have a bone spur in my heel. I don't know. Maybe I should go to a doctor and be like, "Hi, so this has been hurting since July, and it's only getting worse."
Yeah.
Since
you know
July,
what?
You should go to a doctor.
I think perhaps it is time for a stretch break.
I did my stretching during the sprint. So
I realized I was stretching, and I was like, maybe I'm not the only one who needs to do this.
Let's see. I finally went back to my chiropractor a couple of weeks ago, and just a couple sessions, and that kind of set me back all right. And unfortunately, that was also like the second session was the day I got COVID again. So.
Oh, shoot.
So now everything's out. My sister should be over it in the next couple days, but has been enjoying shingles for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is apparently, a rash that itches and hurts, and lots of nerve pain.
Which can happen if you don't have...
If you ever had chickenpox, the virus hangs out in your body forever.
Yes.
And usually shingles is only seen in like the 60 and older crowd. They don't even pay for the like $300 vaccine if you're under 50. But her doctor mentioned that there's been an uptick, especially since COVID. So that might be doing some stuff with resetting the immune system and that sort of thing. I don't know.
Wow.
It's not awesome. But I saw her like the day before she had the rash, and I didn't get it. So like, phew. So yeah, see, Nikki said she got shingles right after COVID too. Yeah.
I gotta maybe. I gotta watch out for that. Yeah.
So Blinkerbell says doctors are very used to that. Patients waiting to come see them. Go in. Yes. I think we're talking about your bone spur.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially if
it's a bone spur. I thought I pulled something in my heel while I was dancing at Imaginarium.
Oh, while you were
during the performance.
Oh no.
And it hasn't gotten better.
That's not awesome.
Yeah, you should.
And I have to do stairs, and it hurts a lot.
Have you considered like living in a rancher like I do with no stairs? Sorry.
Yeah, that'd be great. If only like I moved out of this house and into a rancher, I'd be very happy.
I know that's not happening.
I would be thrilled.
So
they're just disgustingly difficult and expensive to find in this area. So.
Yeah,
it's not my Achilles tendon, but it is stretching into the bottom of my foot.
So one of my feet have 7 diagnoses each. I can talk to you about foot stretches and exercises, but like they gave me a junior lacrosse ball because it's got some soft and squish to it to roll underneath to try and release some of the knots. One of the things I do to release the tension in the upper foot is to foam roll by standing on my foam roller. And it stretches the top of the foot and pops usually. And if you need to borrow one, I have a boot for keeping the foot flexed in case you're getting some plantar fasciitis at night. And it does switch, so you can use it left-footed or right-footed. But it's okay. The compensation from the arthritis in my upper foot is slowing the collapse of my arch. And about a decade ago, I had 3 months of foot therapy, so my big toe bends forward instead of diagonal. But I did strain that joint so many times post 1 year of point that the joint is now rounded.
Oh wow, cool.
So and if
you're falling apart.
Well, I have to wear arch support in the house because the first 3 months of pandemic, I didn't because I was getting less than 3,000 steps and mostly just sitting here. And I managed to pinch a nerve in the ball of my foot, which is apparently Morden's neuroma, and it starts to act up if I don't wear shoes for too long. So, so tell me exactly where the pain is, and I can tell you what my doctor did to help me with that.
Wow. Okay. We can do that off stream.
So Morgan is the death of 1,000 paper cuts, but nothing's really wrong.
So I would say at least go to your doctor so they can refer you to a good physical therapist who can teach you how to your body.
Yeah.
Or I'll talk to Morgan and she can tell me stretches to undo whatever pulled muscle I have.
I mean,
done.
Is it in the back of the ankle? Is it?
It is like in the bottom of the heel.
Okay. Then I would definitely do the toe against the wall, and then standing but bend the knees. And then sometimes I put the heel forward and 1 foot down and bend the stationary leg, and it stretches the back of that out. And I would get a ball to roll underneath it. Although if it's got a lot of pain, they do recommend a frozen water bottle. And then rolling that. And A, it stretches it, but B, it also helps with the inflammation.
Huh. I find that interesting. I could have sworn that when I had plantar fasciitis, that was where I had it. Was within my heels.
So one of the things that plantar fasciitis does, or they have you do to fix it, is to keep your foot flexed when you sleep. So sometimes untucking the covers, even if they're all the way down, just so your foot isn't forced to point when you sleep, can help. But the boot keeps it flexed when you sleep. But if your sheets are tight and you try to roll over and your foot is stuck, it can really hurt your ankle.
My big foot is heavy. Yeah.
So if you can work on like trying to make sure your foot isn't pointed when you sleep, sometimes that can help soften the symptoms.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Maggie's right there with her hubby.
The water bottles. Yeah.
So
what I had is little spiky half domes that I would regularly kind of massage my foot on to help break up the scar tissue for the plantar fasciitis.
Yeah. My roommate has a pressure mat that she keeps talking to me about trying. And I'm like, maybe.
Yeah.
So
maybe someday.
Let me see if back to my sister's poor shingles. The rash isn't anything, although it
nerve pain. Yeah,
the nerve pain is ridiculous. So yeah, my sister said the problem was as soon as the meds kicked in enough that she didn't hurt, the itch would drive her crazy, so she'd have trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So it was her favorite. But she's on the mend now, so that's good. So so we have just enough time for one more sprint.
We do.
Should we do that?
I am game.
I am game.
Okay. I do kind of need to look
get
at
that story
for Capclave, right?
Yeah, that one too. Oh yeah. I was in the middle of putting in for my beta reader workshop because a friend asked if I was running it again. So
when is Capclave?
It is September 20 something.
Yeah, it's the last weekend in September.
Yeah.
Oh, so is Necro. That.
Sure. But it's in Rockville, so it's like 2 minutes away.
I'll be in Tampa.
Yeah. So
that's slightly further than 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, yes. I went to a friend's birthday party in Silver Spring this past weekend, which is, for those who are not local, right next to. They share the same metro stop, and
same zip code, basically.
On a good day, it takes 45 minutes to get there. It took me somewhere between 90 and 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
It was not my favorite driving experience, and but
it took me 2.5 hours to get to Hagerstown yesterday. Yesterday,
yesterday was horrific.
It was a lot. It should have been an hour 30,
and it was not, and
it was not.
So. Oh, Maggie also had shingles and never wants to have it again. Yeah, me neither. And I haven't even had it. I delegated that shit. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to sprint before we run out of time. In 3, 2, 1, boom. Let's do this. So RavenCon is open to applications.
Oh.
Sorry.
When is RavenCon?
April. So they won't let you do 3 years in a row because they like to switch up people. So last year was an off year for me.
Okay.
But I was talking to friends yesterday, and they're like, when are they going to open up to guest applications? And I'm like, I don't know. And I wandered over to the website today. And I'm like, they're open. I don't know what she was complaining about.
Okay. Thanks for the news. I need to compare the times for RavenCon versus the Telltale Steampunk Festival.
Yes.
Because if they're on the same weekend or back to back, I got to choose.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. That got sent. So cool. So how was your sprint?
Very good. I wrote a bunch of words, and I'm almost done with this section.
Nice.
And then I provide like links and stuff for the Bog Hag anthology and Sako and the Moon.
Nice.
Cool.
I figured out the person's handwriting I couldn't figure out, so that was exciting. And I corrected the typo and got those emails back out. And then I, start working on my RavenCon application. So, yeah.
I will look into it because April is great for me.
Yeah. RavenCon is a small convention in Richmond, Virginia, for those who
which is good for me. Like, it's right down 95.
Exactly.
Is it back in Richmond or because it's
back in Richmond? It was in Williamsburg for a few years, but it's been in Richmond since the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I managed to log into Capclave.
Oh, nice.
And go through all of their sessions and picked out like 12 that sounded interesting.
Okay.
And managed to write up why I'm perfect for one of them. And then I ran out of time.
I hear you on that one. So cool. I noticed that my Capclave photos don't exist anymore, so I'm trying to find a high-res version of my profile picture. But that was before the watering incident, and I guess I could pull out my external hard drive and plug that sucker in, so we'll see. Fun fact, Sako knows this one. I thought I was bringing a battery backup for like my phone to charge on the run at Imaginarium, but instead I brought my external hard drive because they're very similarly shaped bricks.
They are.
So this is what I thought I brought.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But they're identical.
Yeah.
Almost identical.
Doesn't James Sabata have something going on in like Virginia Beach or something in
Williamsburg?
Yeah, Williamsburg. So I looked at it and it doesn't look like it's accepting guests or anything.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. That's a yet thing?
That's a yet thing.
Okay. Because while I like conventions, I like paneling a lot. So I don't know that I would go if I wasn't a panelist. So but like
I might go just to hang out.
Yeah.
Rather than panel, but if I can panel, I will.
Yeah. So it's like half an hour from my mom's house, so I think I would have to visit.
I thought you would know the area pretty well.
My first job was Busch Gardens, Williamsburg for 4 summers. Like
Are you thinking about Scares That Care, Spirited Giving?
Yeah.
Stuff? Cool.
But I don't do a lot of horror, so I'm like,
but right.
I don't not. I mean, so.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then I started writing short stories, and it's like, this has gone horror.
Short likes to go horror. Long likes to go fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, my long goes comedy. So, then again, comedy and horror are very close to each other.
I like
AuthorCon. Yeah, that's true. AuthorCon 5.
Oh, who?
Yeah.
Where is AuthorCon?
Williamsburg. It's
Yeah.
basically at the same time as Scares That Care and Spirit of Giving.
They seem to
They're
be
like back to back.
Okay, because if you go to okay. I went to this Scares That Care / AuthorCon 4. Like, they seem to be the same website. I'm a little confused about the situation.
5 is the one in Williamsburg.
Yeah. So, like, there's a countdown clock, but, like, I was trying to go to AuthorCon and it was showing Scares That Care, so I'm a little confused about the whole situation.
It's all the same. It's all the same con. They're just basically run by different charities.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's what Dawn was saying. So, and apparently all the cool cons are in Virginia. we just know a lot about the Virginia cons because that's where we are.
Yeah.
Like, I don't pay attention as much. The only reason I got involved in an Imaginarium in Kentucky is because I was in a Facebook writer group with Cassandra, who, coordinates programming. And she reached out to me during the virtual convention. And I was like, yeah, I do all the virtual things. Because I think she was struggling to find online people for 2020. So,
yeah.
Let me pop into the comments real quick.
That explains a lot. Actually.
I'm sorry I didn't explain how I got involved in Imaginarium.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So popping into the comments, going way back to like 6:05, Maggie was supposed to get her shingles shot the next day from when she broke out, and a week earlier she'd taken her youngest to the ER for her migraines, and a toddler with chickenpox hugged her thinking she was Granny.
Lovely.
And she was masked and wearing the same sweatshirt as his grandma, and was like, "Oh, honey, you have chickenpox."
Mm-hmm.
And the nurse was like, "What?" And the mom's like, "No, it's just dermatitis. Nobody has chickenpox anymore." And the nurse and the doctor at Children's immediately put him in the isolation room, and the cleaner showed up to scrub the waiting area, and everyone who hadn't had it or been vaxxed got the chickenpox vaccine. So,
son of a gun.
Yeah. So, okay. Dwan had some phone calls and then caught up. I complained about people's handwriting, and what I thought was Pipperson or Pippersar was actually Pearson. Who knew? Handwriting.
When
you're easy,
I could help. If you.
I asked the roomie. We debated back and forth.
No, I do handwriting analysis.
Well, it went to the right person now. In fact, autocomplete sorted it out for me. And I was like, have I emailed this person before?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I could search my emails.
Or it was already a suffix that you have worked with before.
Yeah. So.
Oh, required cat content.
Yep.
Oh, they emailed me a thank you.
Oh, okay.
I had them in my autocomplete. So.
Okay.
That was handy. Following on, let's see. Hi, Kitty. Nikki says, "Mama Maggie, that sounds awful. It's funny that people have forgotten what it looked like."
Yeah.
And it's mostly eradicated, except for in the anti-vax communities, like measles.
We're bringing back everything.
Baffles me. I had no idea that it had been eradicated.
Yeah, it was really close to it. The vaccine came out. I got chickenpox, and my cousin is 5 years younger than me, and the vaccine came out before she got it. So I know, like, it was early 90s is right when the vaccine came out. So
early 90s, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So early
I think that's when I got.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's when I got it. Like, from my 3rd grade class.
Yeah. So. And it was a 2-dose. Anyway, Popping back into the comments. Don't get me started on those who ignore verifiable science.
Yeah.
And more, Nikki's like, Morgan, can you Google what few letters you can make out and see if the person pops out? I could not, because I was pretty sure it said PIP and not PIE. So it wasn't helping me there. So hello, Teresa, and welcome. We're just wrapping up now, but we had some sprints. We go every Sunday except the last 3 because we were sick and lazy and things happened.
Oh my gosh, Nicole Ford Thomas, come to Imaginarium.
Ooh, yes. Let's see. Maggie had folding clothes. Sarah's upload is done. Maggie to start, but I didn't. I went outside and threw the ball for Agent Mayhem.
Yeah.
Okay. So Blinkerbell asked, is this a video? Got a link? Yes. You can share it in mine, but I don't know that you have permission to. I will let you if I can. So, Blinkerbell admired the pretty kitty.
Yep.
Nikki wants to hang out with the cool kids and is right by Kentucky. Oh, I need to fill up my application because I saw Sako already had hers in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to buy my ticket.
Yeah.
But I don't have as money.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, I might get a table.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. But that means I have to buy books and
I would see if you could get a table with somebody else, so neither of y'all are stuck there the whole time.
So Imaginarium is taking applications now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Some places open early.
Yeah, as I was say, that's always the problem, is not just knowing when the con is, but when they start taking things. Because I was considering whether or not I wanted to try to go next year.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Multiverse.
But
which is
I'll talk to you later about it, Sako, because I got no problem going in Hapsies on a table.
Oh, cool.
Because I got books.
So one of the things I would like to say about Imaginarium is it's a lot of small press and indie published authors, and the panels are amazing, and it's a very supportive community. But 90% of the attendees are also small press and indie published writers themselves. So it's maybe not the best for sales, but it's great for networking.
Yeah.
Would you agree, Sako?
I would absolutely agree.
Yeah. So,
I now have a horror cadre, like a cabal of horror writers, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
So, and I have a podcast co-host, like the networking opportunities are great.
Yeah, they really are. So Imaginarium is like the second weekend in July. And Dwan said they're actively working on that issue where, it's hard to sell to each other because much read bookcases over there.
Yeah, well, I definitely see you're not necessarily going to be able to sell somebody a novel. Yeah. But if you've got somebody who's doing anthologies, it's like you can buy one of my anthologies, see what my stuff's like, and maybe you'll find other authors that you want to reach out to.
Exactly. Yeah, as Eva says, makes sense. Your peers, not your readers, although those definitely overlap. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I do a table, it might be an artist table because I do have prints.
Yeah, I mean, I would just put everything out there,
Yeah, you never know what's going to hit until you put it out there and give people a chance to buy it.
Yeah.
Can
I get you to design our snack fueled writer t-shirts?
T-shirts?
Yeah, bumper stickers, whatever.
Absolutely.
We read
we'll go with a variety of merchandising.
You need merchandising. Yeah. Send me a message with all the stuff that you want me to put on it, and and I'll get on that.
Let me pop in the comments real quick before we peace out. Teresa said, got some stuff done during the sprint. A pity it's ending. Yeah. So, but dinner happens to all of us.
Dinner happens to all of us.
Maggie said, I wanted to go to all the things, but the middle is getting deployed and won't be home. Oh, that's rough. Sarah did link drop, but you can check out her YouTube channel at, I think it's Wordsmith Sarah. So, because I don't think you can click links from me sharing.
Yeah, you can't click links from the screen, and people are only going to see that from Twitch. But
yeah,
Morgan, if you can copy and repost that link, then everybody should be able to see it in the chat wherever they are.
Sure. I am capable of copy pasting.
Except for the nobody who's watching from my links and maybe the few people watching from Sako.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm not streaming.
Oh, you're not streaming?
It just did the ridiculousness of showing the text and not the link. Okay, there we go. I hate that copy paste option.
Okay.
So, okay. Dwan is like, books on the table, prints on the wall. And Nikki's like, I'm making an anthology, and we're back around to the bog witches.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, bog hags. There we go.
Bog hags, yeah.
Yes. So
bye.
Bye. So thank you all for coming. Let's tell people who we are, where they can find us, and peace out and figure out what dinner is. And now Catticus is friggin' napping.
Now he
pants.
Now, yeah. Not before the dinosaur came out. No.
Yeah. Although we're up to 17 days since Catticus last drew blood.
Ooh.
Hey.
You have one of those calendars up in your
17 days without incident.
17 days since Catticus drew blood.
It says site safety days since last Velociraptor attack, and it's going to be Velociraptor, and we crossed out Velociraptor and wrote Catticus, and it currently says 17, but like we don't count he pounces, only if he draws blood, because otherwise it would never get reset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
it would be constantly reset.
Right. No. We would never have to update it from 1. It would just sit there.
Oh.
So, yes. So, I am Sako Tumi, also known as Voit. I have 3 books out, and my cat is screaming again. And you can Google me as Cass Voit or Psycho Sako or Sako Tumi. Like, any of those names work. And all of my stuff should pop up, like my websites and my Amazon and my all the things. So drop me a line and hire me to do stuff. Mm-hmm.
And I am Doc Coleman. I am a feral hybrid author who writes steampunk comedy adventure. I've got a novel, a collection of short stories out on my own. I also have 2, soon to be 3 anthologies that I'm in through eSpec Books. If you're interested in more about me and my writing, just go to your favorite search engine and search for Doc Coleman Steampunk, and that'll take you to my Amazon author page where you can see everything that I've currently got in print. It'll also take you to my website at doccoleman.com where you can see more of what's going on.
Awesome. And I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I have a on hiatus blog, vlog, and podcast of writing tips and Writerly Musings because they don't update that much. And I, we're here every Sunday with snacks and hanging out. And I think we're back for until the next convention, and we might even stream then.
Yeah.
So have a great week. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.